book 2 years ago called Ishel Wisdom, and one of the bits of advice they gave was to try 7 baths from one full moon to the next.
Ooh.
And so you're actually committing that time of at least seven different baths where in that 1 month period. And it was amazing how much I fell in love with my body in that of, it was similar to date night, but the accountability to myself of, I have to take a bath tonight because I don't have time for the rest of the week. And loving that experience too.
Yeah, exactly. It really is a form of self-love, just being there and washing your hair and putting on lotion afterward and things like that. So, and also we were talking about too how sometimes it's hard for entrepreneurs to actually make time for this because there's that feeling that you're not going to get enough done if you actually take this time to give yourself a break, whether it is a walk outside or listening to music or taking a bath or taking a shower. Yet there's an interesting thing there because we really do have to be in energetic alignment and happy, or else if we're like sitting trying to do work on the computer and you just don't feel good, you don't feel nourished, it's going to be hard. It's going to move slow like molasses. and I've done this before too, where I just have pushed myself. And even today, like I'm going to go to the farmer's market and go to a cafe after we're done filming. And it sounds so good. And that's just the stuff that nourishes us. So, but have you ever had anyone really tell you, like, I don't have time for that? I don't have time for self-care? Have you had some experiences around that?
I have.
Yes.
And I'll go so far as to say when you take a bath, take your journal in with you or take your to-do list into the bathroom with you. Most of the time, it gets forgotten on the kitchen sink, or on the bathroom counter or somewhere. But it allows that illusion still of I'm going to keep working even while I'm in there, and so that can be a helpful transition.
Yeah, I love that too. There was one time I was on Facebook and I was asking my Facebook friends how could I write while I was in the bathtub, and they recommended, I think there's this thing, it's maybe like a whiteboard and it sticks up to the bathroom wall and you can write on it with almost like a dry erase marker that doesn't get washed off. Because I would go into the bathtub and I would have so many good ideas. And even last night when I was almost asleep, I was in bed, like this idea came into my mind, and thankfully I had a pen and paper next to me because I wrote it down. And this is the stuff that happens when we really allow ourselves to get into alignment, and then the good things just bubble up. And the good ideas and your most inspired ideas will come through these wonderful things that you do for yourself, or right after you do these wonderful things. And when that good energy comes through it, people are going to take even more notice. And you've probably had that happen too, right? Like the inspired ideas
definitely
create a bigger effect.
And my partner and I have a home also in the woods, and he'll often encourage me, let's go. But no, I can't because they have internet here and I need to finish this list and I have so many things to do. But what I find is when I actually close down, go out there, like sleep with the trees and the silence, and I wake up so refreshed and so early in the morning, and I'll just take my notebook and go for a walk while him and the kids are still sleeping, and I'll have great ideas. I'll have just my own inspiration that comes through in writing that will go on my blog, that people will contact me, where it's my own feelings that are just being channeled out, but it's from such an authentic space of being in my heart that it really speaks to their heart. And it's I could have sat at home and stayed up all night writing and not
Sounds like a
got
bummer.
to that place. So grateful to get into nature, just really similar to the bath and the water, to be with the trees. And also there's a space now where I get to go on my little walk in the mornings when we're out there, that it's so lush and green, and there's this waterfall coming down and a creek that runs through. And there's no way that you could possibly believe in a lack of time or a lack of anything when you're looking around at all this amazing abundance that's surrounding you. And just relaxing into, wow, there's berries and there's animals, there's everything you need is right here. And to get into that mindset first thing in the morning, just stay there and write from there and breathe from there is amazing.
Ooh, this is so great. Yeah, so you can see outdoors, you can spend time outside. I have been, especially during the summer months, I'm just opening windows, opening doors, letting fresh air into the house. And I've noticed lately that one of my pleasures is actually opening the back door and just sticking my head out, maybe if it's raining, or just walking out a couple steps and just breathing in that air. And that's something that, a lot of us just don't give ourselves time for, and I really encourage you to just start saying yes to those little simple pleasures. And also, when you talked about writing, I can think of a few times that I was doing writing, and when it came from a really inspired place, maybe where I had just been listening to great music and dancing, that I received so much more attention around that specific piece of writing, where people were contacting me and saying, oh, I really liked that, and new clients showing up because of that writing there, because there was some power behind it, and because I was nourished first. So this is just so exciting. Oh, and I bet we both have good days planned, right? So, Rebeka, would you, is there anywhere else, do you have any resources that you wanted to point people to where they could find more information through you about self-care and really looking after themselves and nourishing themselves?
Sure. There is my website, which is RebekaGentian.com. That's Gentian, like the violet. And then also my blog is thefastestwayom at tumblr.com. And on the blog, I have an ebook that I wrote that will help you to find your fastest way home. And so the book is all constructed around things that we were talking about today: drinking or being and playing in good water, and being in nature, and doing yoga, eating food that nourishes you, and being in company, reading texts that are encouraging to you, and how to surround yourself with that good feeling so that you can not only start your day with it, but maintain it as you go throughout your day.
Ooh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that resource. And thank you for being here. And everyone, we love and adore you, and we want the best for you, because going forward as business owners, if you want to be doing this for a long time and you want it to feel good for a long time, you really need to take care of yourself first. So you deserve all of the self-care in the world, and you deserve a few good massages every now and then, and reflexology appointments, and just all of those great things where someone else is looking after you too. And it's going to make you more powerful for your clients and in drawing in new clients as well. So thank you so much, Rebeka.
Thanks, Ava.
I enjoyed it. And thank you, everyone. We'll see you again soon.